Good afternoon, friends. So here I have come with another video. I don't know why my camera is just falling away. So today I have come with another video of mine. So I had so in the morning I'd gone to my old gym to to uh, uh, to to take up go from 21st in my start exercising. I hope. Okay, so I will tell you my experience about today. So I this gym I had been going for about 2 years. I mean, just as COVID ended, I started going to this gym. So now what happened is I saw my old gym buddies, and what happened, a sort of fear gripped me. I have no reason why, I don't know why. A sort of fear gripped me. I mean, they were looking at me and saying, "Oh, hi Smita, how are you doing?" But I think I felt that as if fear is spreading from the pit of my stomach to my heart, and my heart started fluttering. So I don't know why it happened. I have no idea. Maybe it's because of the protracted effect of zolpidem tartrate, or it might be anything. But I have not faced in my life this kind of fear before. I have faced very difficult situations, like like when I was in Mumbai, I faced terror attacks. Uh, there were blasts in the train, and I was there exactly at that station where the blast took place, but I had no fear. I faced the situation very you know in a very matured way. Maybe that time I was very young, but I faced the situation in a very nice way. I have faced floods in Mumbai, when the whole night I spent in a fire brigade because there was water everywhere. There was water logging. Trains and buses and taxis and private cars and scooters were not running on the streets. It was like not knee waist deep water. And in one of the best buses I was in, it started floating. I was not afraid. I faced the situation. I was alone. I spent the whole night in a best bus. And subsequently, when the bus was not moving, I was transferred to a fire brigade. I stayed the whole night in a fire brigade. I had no fear. I was awake the whole night, and the next day morning I walked from Andheri West to Bandra, where I stayed. So I have no idea that why I'm facing this kind of situation. I think this has a direct correlation a very positive correlation with zolpidem tartrate. Zolpidem, when the doctor prescribes you zolpidem, they don't tell you that you can sleepwalk. You can have complex sleep behaviors like eating without your knowledge. You can eat. I mean, like you are forgetting things. You don't know that after taking zolpidem, you are going to the kitchen, opening the refrigerator and taking out food and eating. You have no idea. The person who takes zolpidem has no idea that in their sleep, in that induced hypnotic state, they can drive a car, which is very, very dangerous. There can be loss of lives. There can be death. I'm speaking about death. And just see how irresponsible the psychiatrists are, because they are not telling that you can have complex sleep behaviors. I'm a woman. What more can I do? What more can I do? I'm again asking with folded hands. I'm praying that about pharmaceuticals, give a boxed warning. Give a boxed warning against these type of Z drugs called zolpidem tartrate. I don't know. I was taking zolpidem and I traveled from Bangalore to Chandigarh. I have no idea that I was in a 3-hour flight. I have no idea about that. In that kind of situation, someone could have assaulted me. Someone could have robbed me. Someone could do anything bad with me, but I was not aware, because I didn't know at that point in time that I was having a sleep hypnotic. I had no idea. When I had these symptoms, I just researched them and found that these things are very common. There is a commonality between these type of drugs. I don't know why my psychiatrist prescribed them as a first line of treatment against a short-term insomnia. No, I will not call that a short-term insomnia. I had insomnia after COVID. As a doctor fraternity, I mean, I have spoken to a lot of doctors. As a fraternity, they can't be against each other. They have to support each other. So as a doctor fraternity, every psychiatrist I went are not opposing. They are not saying that you can sleepwalk by taking zolpidem. You have no idea why you are taking. When you are taking zolpidem, you can be sleepwalking, you can be eating, you can be driving, you can travel in a plane, and someone can assault you. Someone can assault you. Someone can rob you of your things. Someone can I'm a woman. I'm not speaking about the extreme case where someone can physically assault me. I will show. I'm not showing the prescriptions because I feel that this is something very private. But I have the prescription with me. I told in my previous video that Casper Multiple Specialty Clinic was not giving me the prescription. Then when I told them I don't have previous prescriptions, please give them from their backups, give me a printout. They were reluctant at first, but they have, when I made several requests, they took up the issue and they gave me all those prescriptions. As a patient, I have some rights. As a patient, when technology has improved, I have rights to access to my prescription whenever I want. But they were not complying with me. They were not cooperating with me. Every psychiatrist I went kept mum on that particular doctor prescribing me zolpidem tartrate. Zolpidem tartrate is a short-term hypnotic drug. It does not make you sleep at all. What it does, it suppresses your central nervous system, and its effects are only about 1.5 hours. Correct? Its effects are only 1.5 hours. After 1.5 hours, the effects wean off, and you are sleeping on your own. So I don't think that zolpidem helped me in any way with my insomnia problem. Zolpidem, in return, what has given me is my severe anxiety attacks, severe panic attacks, and insomnia, which I am trying to rectify now with exercise, with vitamins, and with anything. The makers of zolpidem tartrate have no business to make my life upside down, to cancel my trips to various to visit my relatives. The makers of zolpidem tartrate have no business in making my life a hell, but they have made my life a hell. Why would I see my old gym buddies, old gym friends, and short of getting a panic attack? Fear is creeping up in me. Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. Doctor has told me you are not crazy. They are not opposing each other, because they all belong to the medical fraternity, and they are supporting each other. They know in their mind of minds, in their heart of hearts, that they are wrong. They are basically fundamentally wrong, but they are not opposing each other. Nobody is opening their mouth. Why? Why? I ask why. Because they belong to the same fraternity, and they feel that if they divulge out about facts about zolpidem tartrate, then there can be consequences. But zolpidem has made my life a living hell. I have severe anxiety issues. They are telling my anxiety issues are imaginary. Imagine, why would I stage my anxiety issues? Zolpidem tartrate gave me suicidal thoughts. Gave me suicidal thoughts. I was I was uh, I was planning my suicide. I was that. My mental condition became that. My psyche became that. So why not doctors are speaking up against zolpidem? What is their interest? Have the makers of zolpidem given such a huge kickback to these doctors that they have to prescribe it? They have to prescribe it. They are making people sick. Zolpidem tartrate is making people sick when they know that the real reason behind insomnia is something different. Maybe an anxiety issue, maybe some vitamin deficiency. Vitamins are very essential part of human lives. They are not speaking about that. They are not speaking about that. Instead, they are blaming me day after day. Uh, Hours after hours, I have consulted psychiatrists that why I'm having this problem, but they are not addressing my issue at all. They are blaming me that I'm having a, 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 an imaginary problem. So you tell me in your comments that what should I do? Should I write to Ministry of Health to have a boxed warning against sleepwalking, against complex sleep behaviors after having zolpidem tartrate, after having anxiety attacks? I'm suffering. I'm suffering a lot. I'm suffering like I have never suffered before in my life. Because of me, I'm leaving projects in 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 midway. I'm leaving projects midway. I'm leaving my work midway because I'm not able to concentrate, because that has affected my psyche. I again ask the makers of zolpidem tartrate with folded hands to give a boxed warning so that others can't suffer like me. Why am I suffering? Why? Why am I suffering? Because I had no knowledge about zolpidem tartrate. But now, when I have knowledge, and I'm, sort of praying every day, I'm praying to God to get me out of this. Still, still that zolpidem tartrate is being distributed in open market without a boxed warning against dependency, tolerance, addiction. It is a potential risk. It is a potential risk. But who talks about potential risk? Do psychiatrists talk about potential risk of having zolpidem tartrate? Did that doctor whom I first went from Casper Multi-Speciality Clinic did ever mention that please do not drive while taking zolpidem? Please do not go out of your house. Please do not sit in a flight after taking zolpidem tartrate. No, he didn't do. He just wrote a prescription as if he's writing a poem. And I faced my experiences are I'm sharing my experiences on YouTube. I'm sharing my experiences with you, my friends. this has to stop somewhere. This has to stop. So, when it stops, I don't know. When our health ministry will give a boxed warning, I don't know. When I get a little bit well, I will put tweet. Maybe in a day or two, I'm going to tweet the health ministry about zolpidem tartrate, and they take a stern action, a very stern action against zolpidem tartrate. I hope it works. I'm praying God. As a woman, what more can I do? As a woman, what more can I do? I can do, I can do this. I'm trying to create an awareness. I don't have many views on my YouTube. Yesterday I made a video in Bengali. मैं हिंदी में भी बोलना चाहती हूँ, पर मेरा हिंदी उतना अच्छा नहीं है, पर हिंदी में मैं ज़रूर बनाऊँगी वीडियो, मैं ज़रूर बनाऊँगी, क्योंकि मैं चाहती हूँ कि लोग इस वीडियो से कुछ सीखें। अपना साइकियाट्रिस्ट के पास जब जाते हैं तब उनसे पूछे कि ये जो ज़ोल्पिडेम जैसे दवाइयाँ उनको मिल रही है, इससे उनका क्या बैड इफ़ेक्ट हो सकता है, क्या डेंजरस इफ़ेक्ट हो सकता है, या तो psychiatrists, they don't know or they don't care about our lives. मैं इतना ही बोलना चाहती हूँ। मैं थोड़ा एलाबोरेट में वीडियो देना चाहूँगी। आप you just need to wait, because I'm going through a lot of stress, and it's giving me I'm getting little stressed about making these videos. But anyway, I want to make them because I want you to learn and you to ask questions to the doctor. Become an educated patient. Please, with folded hands, I'm saying, become an educated patient. Thank you. Bye-bye.